If you are over 50 and you feel weaker every single day, there is something happening inside your body that most people are never told about. And I need you to listen carefully, because this is not just normal aging. It is not just getting older. And it is definitely not something you should accept as your new normal. In fact, what I'm about to explain may completely change how you see your strength, your energy, and your future health. Because the truth is this: the real reason you feel weak every day is not one single problem. It is a silent breakdown happening inside your body at multiple levels at the same time. Inside your muscles, inside your nerves, and even inside your cells. And the worst part? It happens so slowly that most people don't even notice it, until everyday life starts feeling difficult. Let me ask you something very important. Have you noticed this pattern? You wake up in the morning feeling somewhat okay, but as the day moves on, your body starts to feel heavier. Your legs feel slower. Your arms feel weaker. Even simple tasks like standing up, walking, or climbing stairs start to feel like effort. And your first thought is usually, this is just aging. But here is what most people never realize. There are people in their 60s and 70s who still move with strength and confidence. And there are people in their 50s who already feel exhausted every single day. So the real question is, what is the difference between them? And the answer is not luck, it is biology. The first hidden shift: your muscles are slowly disappearing. Dr. Richard explains this condition as sarcopenia. It is the medical term for age-related muscle loss. But this is not just about losing muscle size or looking weaker. It is about losing actual strength-producing tissue inside your body. After the age of 50, most adults lose around 1 to 2% of muscle every year. But here is the shocking part. Strength does not decline at the same speed as muscle size. It declines faster. Because inside your muscles, something important begins to change. The muscle fibers become less responsive. They activate less efficiently. And over time, they stop firing at full strength. So even when the muscle is still physically there, your body is no longer using it properly. That is why simple movements suddenly feel harder than before. Standing up from a chair, walking short distances, carrying groceries. Not because your body is gone, but because your strength system is slowly turning itself down. And this is only the first layer, because the second layer is even more serious. The second hidden problem: your nervous system is slowing down. Your muscles do not move on their own. They depend completely on signals from your brain. Brain sends a signal, nerves carry it, muscles respond. But after 50, this communication system starts to weaken. The motor neurons, the nerves responsible for movement, begin to decline in both number and efficiency. So what happens? Fewer signals reach your muscles, and the signals that do arrive are weaker than before. This creates a very important problem. Even if your muscles are still there, they are not being fully activated. It is like pressing a gas pedal in a car, but the engine only responds halfway. And over time, this creates a dangerous cycle. Less activation leads to less strength. Less strength leads to less movement. And less movement leads to even weaker activation. But what happens next is even deeper than this, because now we go inside your cells. The third hidden problem: your body is losing energy at the cellular level. Inside every muscle cell are tiny structures called mitochondria. These are your body's energy factories. They produce the fuel your body needs for every movement: walking, standing, even breathing with ease. But with age, these mitochondria begin to slow down. They become less efficient. They produce less energy, and they take longer to produce it. So your body is no longer running on full power. It is running on reduced energy output. And this is exactly why many people over 50 say, "I feel tired even when I haven't done much," or "My energy is just not what it used to be." That is not weakness of character. That is not laziness. That is cellular energy decline happening inside your body. And when energy drops at this level, everything becomes harder. But there is still another hidden factor making all of this worse. And this one is extremely important. The fourth hidden factor, a silent fire inside your body. This is called chronic low-grade inflammation. Now listen carefully. Inflammation itself is not the enemy. In fact, short-term inflammation is necessary for healing and protection. But chronic inflammation is different. It is like a small fire inside your body that never fully turns off. And after 50, this becomes much more common due to aging, lifestyle, and metabolic changes. And here is what it does inside your body. It slows down muscle repair. It increases muscle breakdown. And it interferes with recovery after daily activity. So even when your body tries to rebuild strength, this internal inflammation keeps interrupting the process. But it does not stop there. It also affects how your body uses energy, which means fatigue becomes more intense, and weakness becomes more noticeable every single day. And now your body enters a cycle. Inflammation causes weakness. Weakness causes less movement. Less movement increases inflammation again, a loop that quietly speeds up decline. But we are still not at the biggest mistake. That comes next. The most overlooked mistake after 50. Here is something most people are never told. After 50, your body does not need less protein. It actually needs more, because muscle repair becomes less efficient with age. But what do most people do? They reduce protein intake. They skip meals. They depend heavily on carbohydrates like bread, rice, and processed foods. And slowly, the body starts running out of the building blocks it needs to maintain muscle. Protein is not just food. It is structural repair material for your body. Without enough of it, your body cannot rebuild what it loses every day. And it gets worse, because aging also reduces how efficiently your body processes protein. So even a normal diet may not be enough anymore. And when you combine that with common deficiencies like vitamin D, vitamin B12, and magnesium, you get a perfect storm of daily weakness. But here is the part that gives hope. The good news. Your body is still capable of recovery, even after 50, even after 60. Even if you feel weak right now, your body is still capable of responding. Because research shows something powerful. Muscles respond to demand, not age. Which means if you start using them again, they begin to wake up again. Even light resistance training, even daily walking, even better nutrition can slowly reactivate your strength system. Muscle fibers become more responsive. Nerve communication improves, energy levels increase, and fatigue begins to reduce over time. Not overnight, but gradually and consistently. Because your body is not broken. It is simply underused and undersupported. If you are over 50 and feeling weaker every day, do not assume this is something you must accept. Because what you are experiencing is a combination of muscle decline, nerve slowdown, energy reduction, and hidden nutritional deficiencies. And once you understand the real cause, you are no longer powerless. You can begin to take back control of your strength, your energy, and your daily life. If this video helped you understand your body better, I want you to tell me in the comments, have you noticed these changes after 50? And if this helped you, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because your strength is not supposed to disappear. It is supposed to be protected. Dr. Richard.